Okay, what if I told you we've been blaming the wrong person this whole time? For months, everyone's been pointing fingers at Mauricio Umansky like he's the ultimate Beverly Hills bad guy. But what if the real puppet master, the real villain of this entire marriage drama, is actually Kyle Richards? Yep. The receipts, the shade, the quiet little power moves. Today, I'm spilling it all, and you're not going to see Kyle the same way again. So, here's where it starts to get weird. Kyle and Mauricio announced their separation way back in July of 2023. 27 years of marriage, gone. At least, that's what we thought. But 2 years later, no divorce papers, no formal split. They're technically still married, but living these separate lives. Now, why would anyone drag that out unless they were trying to control how it all plays out? Some people think Kyle's holding back because keeping the marriage legally intact gives her a certain kind of power, especially over the narrative and over Ma's public image. Like, if the divorce isn't official, she still gets to drop little comments, still gets to decide how much the audience knows, still keeps people guessing. And that's exactly what she's been doing. At the reunion, she made this big emotional statement about how Mauricio broke her trust. Naturally, everyone was like, okay, but what happened? Give us details. And she didn't. Not one example, no receipts, just left it hanging there like an expensive handbag you can't touch.
You know, like with any marriage, there's issues that, you have, they come up, and then something, like I said in my interview, happened where I did lose my trust. And
something that he did?
I care about my family first. And I mean, I tried. I really did try. And so then when I couldn't, the kind of things that I had been.
That kind of vague accusation is powerful. It plants a seed in people's heads without actually confirming anything. It's like, is she protecting him, or is she twisting the knife while smiling for the cameras? Meanwhile, Mauricio isn't exactly hiding away. The man's been spotted in Mykonos, kissing another woman in full view of paparazzi. And Kyle's response? She brushed it off, saying they're separated, so he's free to do what he wants. Totally calm. But here's the thing. Sometimes that kind of calm isn't really calm. It's calculated. It's the I'm above this vibe that makes her look like the bigger person, while he's out here looking messy. It's a smart PR move, whether she's doing it consciously or not. But this isn't the first time Kyle's been accused of having a bit of a villain streak. If you've been watching for years, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Remember when Sutton Strack opened up about having a miscarriage, and Kyle straight up told her it sounded like bullshit? That wasn't just a slip of the tongue. That was ice cold. And then there was the time she laughed when Erica Jane cursed out Garcelle's teenage son. I mean, who does that? Even her own sister Kathy Hilton once liked a comment saying, "Nothing is too low for Kyle Richards." When your own family is liking shady comments about you, that's saying something. So maybe Kyle's not this innocent, heartbroken wife she's been painting herself as lately. Maybe she's been playing the long game, building sympathy while making sure Mauricio takes the fall in the court of public opinion. And here's where it gets even messier. Kyle's not just a cast member, she's a producer. That means she has influence over how the storylines are shaped, what makes it to air, and how she comes across. If she wants to appear as the wronged woman, she can make sure that's how it plays out. That's a level of control most reality stars can only dream of. Now, let's not completely let Mauricio off the hook, because if we're being fair, he's given people plenty of reasons to call him the villain. Swapping out a framed photo of Kyle for one of his Dancing with the Stars partner, Emma Slater, that was brutal. It wasn't just a quiet little thing in the background either. It was so noticeable that cast members commented on it. And then there's his overall vibe lately. Cold, distant, like he's already emotionally moved on. That hurts to watch, especially when you followed their relationship for years. But here's the thing. Mauricio's coldness is out in the open. Kyle's moves, they're quieter, more subtle, and arguably more dangerous because of it. Publicly, she says the right things. She's hurt, she's trying to heal, she wishes him well. Privately, we don't know what's going on, but the way she drops little hints, little digs, keeps the spotlight on his supposed wrongdoing without ever fully exposing her own role in the breakdown of the marriage. The fan reaction has been split. Some people are fully on Team Kyle, seeing her as the wounded wife dealing with a man who's checked out. Others think she's milking the situation for storyline purposes. knowing that her marriage drama keeps her relevant and keeps viewers invested. And honestly, when you think about how many reality stars have spun personal chaos into professional opportunity, it wouldn't be the first time someone played both victim and puppet master at the same time. Adding another layer to all this is how long the cheating rumors have been around. Kyle herself admitted that years of speculation about Mauricio's fidelity chipped away at her trust and her confidence. And if that's true, I get it. It's exhausting to have to constantly defend your marriage to the public. But here's the flip side. After so many years of this, maybe she realized she could use it. Maybe she saw that people were already primed to believe he was the bad guy, so she just leaned into it, giving subtle confirmations without ever having to prove anything. And honestly, doesn't that make her the smarter player? Mauricio's out here making obvious mistakes, public displays with other women, photo swaps that feel like a slap in the face, while Kyle's playing the quiet game, smiling sweetly, dropping the occasional dagger, and letting everyone else connect the dots. In the world of reality TV, the one who controls the narrative usually wins, even if they have to play the villain to do it. I think what makes this so fascinating is that both of them could be villains in their own way. Mauricio's the villain you can see coming. Straightforward, maybe a little careless, doing things that make headlines. Kyle's the villain you never quite catch in the act. Soft-spoken, seemingly composed, but always 2 steps ahead in how the story's being told. And that makes her dangerous because you can't fight what you can't prove. So now we're left with this giant question mark. Is Kyle truly the victim of a broken marriage? Or is she the one orchestrating the way we see it? Is Mauricio the heartless ex? Or just someone who's ready to move on and doesn't care about the optics? And maybe the answer isn't as simple as picking one over the other. Maybe the real twist is that they've both been playing parts, knowing exactly how to keep us talking, debating, and most importantly for them, watching. And that's where I think the real genius lies. Whether intentional or not, they've managed to turn their personal drama into a season-long cliffhanger. Every little move, every Instagram post, every cryptic comment, every reunion jab becomes a breadcrumb for fans to obsess over. And in the world of Bravo, where attention equals power, that might just be the ultimate win. So while everyone else is arguing about who's the real villain, Kyle might be sitting back, sipping her champagne, and smiling to herself. Because if she's truly the one pulling the strings, then she's not just surviving this breakup, she's running the show. And honestly, in Beverly Hills, that might be the most villainous move of all. So babes, after all this tea, I need to know, are you Team Kyle or Team Mao? Because honestly, the plot twists just keep coming, and I am living for every messy, glitter-covered moment. But trust me, the next chapter of this saga is going to be even wilder, and you do not want to miss it. So smash that like button if you love a good Bravo scandal, drop your hottest take in the comments, and hit subscribe. Because around here, we don't just watch the drama, we live it. See you in the next one, gorgeous!